Welcome back here on the Big South Network. A reminder, you can watch games for free at any time on the Big South Network. Available for the Watch tab at BigSouthSports.com. You can access BSN on your phone, tablet, or computer, and also get the free Big South Network channel for your Roku device or Roku TV to watch games on the big screen. Campbell and ECU, one inning gone by here in Bowie's Creek, North Carolina. Alan Winans looks to continue a quality first inning, 1-2-3 on 10 pitches. And now works here in the second against the heart of this ECU lineup. Certainly impressive ECU last year offensively, and they've jumped out early in this campaign. Comcool Matthew Barefoot with a single so far, the lone hit of this game. Pirates second in the conference in batting average, runs scored. They've shown some power too, fourth in home runs just a week in. And here's a big part of that offensive prowess. Spencer Brickhouse, already 2 dingers on the year, will lead off this top of the second. Winans backs him off with the defense shifted here for CU. Brickhouse, who did not get a hit the first time these teams met in the 2 meetings, did drive in a run though in the decisive 10-0 win here. 1-0 now from Winans. Flips in a changeup outside. 2-0 the count. One thing Winans is really focused on this offseason is first pitch strikes. His rate was well above what he was looking for at the end of last season. Did not walk many hitters, just 18 walks in 60 innings, but wanted to work ahead more. As he knifes one on the inner half for a strike. Michael Parnell calling balls and strikes today. Jimmy Paler on the first base bags. And Steve Sanders rotating around the diamond this evening. Let's see how the shadows play a factor now as the sun starts to set. And the 2-1 is swung over the top and missed. Good change of speed by Alan Winans for strike 2. Boy, Spencer Brickhouse has wasted no time building on a nice freshman campaign. Already 2 home runs. He's top 5 in total bases in the league. And working out with a 2-2 count here in the second. And Winans changes speeds, gets him swinging for out number 1. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Bakersfield, California native. And quickly for Winans, as you see, this slider just had some quick life to it. A tough adjustment for Spencer Brickhouse. 1 down now for Connor Litton. Already a home run and 3 RBI this year. A quick strike. Connor's leading the American Athletic Conference, a .556 average. Not too shabby in just 3 games. As he works here with 1 down in the second inning. Fastball sails away with Ty Babin getting his first start behind the dish. Babin, a Holly Springs product just up the road. Working out the signs from his pitching coach, Chris Marks. And dishes him out to his veteran, Alan Winans. Gonna miss up here for a 2-1 count. Winans, to his credit, closed out the conference with an ERA about 3.5 in the final month. Pitched in the Big South tournament against High Point. 5 quality innings. And in his final 6 starts, Campbell went 4-2. Here's the 2-1. This one's given a ride into left field, barefoot towards the line. And right at the line, Barefoot makes the catch for out number 2. Typically at Jim Perry Stadium, the ball does not travel very well, but early on, ECU tattooing it around the diamond. Barefoot with the Oakleys, able to battle the sun and make the catch.
The catcher, Seth Cadell.
As Winans now faces 6, 7, 8 in this lineup, including Seth Cadell, the catcher. It's going to be a rotation of bodies behind the dish for ECU this year. Jake Washer, the sophomore, and Seth Cadell, the freshman, will mix in. Cadell goes after the first pitch and forces it fair. Down the line it goes, and extra bases for the Pirates' first hit of the game. And Seth Caddell wasting no time, getting his first hit of the season with a double down the third base bag. And on with 2 outs now for ECU. And he's loving it. That reaction, priceless from Caddell. As you see the fastball, he jumps in front of to begin the at-bat. Steve Sanders calls it fair, and there you go. First hit of the day for the Pirates. This is a part of a discussion in Major League Baseball, actually, is number of meetings teams can have. Part of the rules discussed is 6 meetings. Now, there's no necessary legislation or punishment if you go over 6, but that's the recommended rule by the commissioner. We'll see how the players respond to it. In college, typically midweek games are a little more belabored than the weekend outings. They do have a typical Friday night starter, and Alan Winans working here tonight. Dwanye Williams-Sutton will lay off the breaking ball. No swing, according to Jimmy Paler at first. Williams-Sutton, who was an explosive all-conference, all-American type player for ECU. Despite some injuries last season, had a great campaign. 7 home runs, 15 RBI, hitting mostly in the top of the lineup. Man in scoring position, Seth Caddell with 2 outs here in the second. Winans gives him a peek and brings a fastball poked in a right. Coach Godwin will hold his runner at third, and wisely, as Zeroli brings a bullet to the plate. Back-to-back hits for ECU with 2 outs in the inning. And now threatening here in the second. Cliff Godwin, in fact, in his 4th year here with the Pirates. Already a couple of NCAA regional trips in his 3+ years. And what's most impressive, some may take this more as an anecdote, but ECU a 3.5 GPA as a team in the fall. Their best GPA of any semester under Coach Godwin. So things turning in a positive direction, even in the classroom for this team last year. Center fielder Dusty Baker will now look to cash in on this opportunity. Men at first and third and 2 outs. Baker trying to get his season going, yet to get a hit so far. The Georgia native. And Alan Winans now his pitch count up to 22. Looks like it has some trouble with 2 outs in the inning. Williams-Sutton takes a big secondary, but not going, as that misses outside. Dwanye Williams-Sutton, always a threat to go on the bases. That's a guy who was a freshman All-American 2 years ago. Back healthy this season, looking to be a mainstay in the outfield. He's on at first with Seth Caddell, the catcher, over at third. Now the 1-0 to Dusty Baker. Winans gives a gentleman's toss over to first. Keeping an eye on that speed for Dwanye Williams-Sutton. It is early in the season, but ECU not an extremely aggressive base running team. They do a lot of hit and runs, very effective putting the ball in play. And we'll see what Coach Godwin has drawn up with 2 outs. Big curveball from Winans as that clips the inner half for a strike. And now Dusty Baker, who hit .268 as a freshman. Look to make the most of a start here in his sophomore campaign. Second start of the season. Winans ready to go for the 1-1 pitch. And that bunt, no contact for Baker. Quickly, strike 2. Third baseman Tyler Anshaw playing right at the cut of the bag. Might creep in a step or two with Baker looking to bunt here. Decent speed in the bases, especially with Williams-Sutton over at first. And now Winans in the midst of a 16-pitch inning, looks to escape and keep this a scoreless ball game. Now the 1-2 to Baker. Way up with a fastball. Campbell, unfortunately, in Friday's game, gave away a run with a wild pitch. Last year, the Camels led the conference in wild pitches. And as you'd imagine, big part of the emphasis this year with new assistant coach Jake Wells, former catcher in college, helping out his battery, also complimenting his staff. Trying to preserve runs when they can. And right now, a 2-2 count to Dusty Baker. William Sutton on the move, and he's going to have second base. Going on movement and an easy steal. That's his second of the year, 2 for 2. So now a big opportunity as Dewanya Williams-Sutton was quick like a cat and no throw even needed. He had second base easily. Of course, worth noting, he injured his thumb diving into second base last year at this ballpark, but looked very comfortable on that attempt. And it's now an important payoff pitch to Dusty Baker with Brady Lloyd on deck. Winans goes heat, and this one lifted foul down the left field line. Alan Winans already 2 strikeouts today, both on sliders. Baker has seen the curve, the slider, and the fastball in this at-bat, and we'll see how he adjusts with 2 gone by here in the second inning. We talk about speed in the bases. Dusty Baker was a hit gem for this ECU club, 8 for 10 in steals, and a lot of those came in American athletic play. Nonetheless, another payoff pitch on the way from Winans to Dusty Baker. Ripped in a right, that's a base hit. 1 run in, Williams-Sutton will score as well, make it 2. Now looking for second, Baker, and safe at second base. Tag missed by Kyle Mell. So there's the speed of Baker, and there's 2 more runs for the Pirates. 2-0 here in the second inning. Justin Hare wants a look at this play at second. Well, there's the hit for Baker. Ciroli had to force his throw to second base, and a tough look from that angle. At least based on the timing of the tag, it seemed to be there, but as you know, it's all about the perspective of where he is in relation to the glove. Phantom tags may not apply in this situation. Can't say that with any certainty for sure, but as of now, Justin Hare continues to talk with Steve Sanders, the umpire on duty for that play. And the call will stand. So how about 3 straight hits for the Pirates, and we'll get a good angle here from up in center field. Baker, to his credit, he was looking to go 2 the whole way. Takes an aggressive turn, and from there, well, looks like he beat it, at least initially from that angle. Nonetheless, 2-0 the lead as the Pirates continue to hit. Now for Brady Lloyd. Good fastball from Winans, responding nicely for a strike. So that's officially ruled a single, and a couple of runs driven in. All this with 2 outs. And remember, Seth Cadell went after the first pitch and rocked it down the line. Otherwise, could have been a 1-2-3 inning for Alan Winans. There's the 0-1. Dipping and diving as it drops out of the zone. ECU, a traditional great hitting team with 2 outs. Big part of their success in years past. And right now showing you that prowess here in the second inning, stringing together 3 straight. Winans gives Baker a quick look and comes home. As the breaking ball's poked foul towards the Campbell dugout. ECU, to their credit, offense wasted no time to kick off the campaign. 8 runs on Friday, 8 on Saturday, and then a little treat, 9 on Sunday. As they have a unique little home-and-home series with UNC this weekend. And right now, trying to jump on a big 2-out rally in the second inning. Winans coming up on pitch number 20 here in the second. And misses outside with a slider for ball 2. Alan Winans, when he's on, can be fantastic. And Brady Lloyd in this lineup has made it very tough for the Camels. Lloyd got a lot of playing time in the conference tournament. Started the final 3 games of the American tournament, most in the infield. And that slider way outside. Good stop by Ty Babin. ECU had a rash of injuries at the end of the conference and even into the tournament. A couple of starting pitchers went out with some gruesome line drive injuries, but they battled tough. Some upset wins to get to the finals, but unable to pull it off in the championship game. Now Winans ready to rock and roll for the payoff pitch. And Lloyd spoils it. So as you can see in the second inning, ECU is fighting off pitches, extending at bats, making life tough for Alan Winans, who needed just 10 pitches to roll through the first 3. Got some help from his defense, especially Joe Zeroli in right field. And now trying to take matters into his own hands with Dusty Baker in scoring position, now 2 down. Ground ball through the hole, past the glove of Mel. Baker looking to score. Barefoot's throw is cut off, and another 2-out RBI hit for the Pirates. 3-0. ECU jumps in front as Brady Lloyd continuing to build on a hot start this year. That's his second RBI, and no chance from the barefoot throw. Pirates are cooking here with 2 outs in the inning. So Jeff Palumbo working first base with Cliff Godwin over at third. Have to love this instant offense for the Pirates in this one. And now Chris Marks makes his first journey out to the mound. Godwin will talk it over with his hitters. Top of the lineup here in Turner Brown. But certainly now for Chris Marks and this offense, trying to find a way to stifle an ECU team that has fought off 4 straight hits with 2 down. Cliff Godwin, to his credit, a former captain for this ECU team, 3-year captain. Keeps Jeff Palumbo in his 4th year, former VCU assistant coach, part of this staff. And the Pirates, traditionally a power in the American year in and year out, starting to exert their clutch hitting gene in the second inning. Very early, of course, but quick start for the Pirates. And now Alan Winans, after the discussion with Chris Marks, his pitching coach. Tough battle ahead. Turner Brown, the leadoff man, who ripped one into the gap in his first AB. Fastball on the way, and it misses outside. Brown still looking for his first hit of the year after starting all but 1 game last season. This is start number 117, logging his fair share of innings in his career. Winans a quick pick to first and almost had him. ECU already a stolen base today. Dwanye Williams-Sutton, almost uncontested with his speed. And from there, Baker, an RBI single. Lloyd, an RBI hit. And Winans fires 95 over at first base. It's been an accumulation of 2-out hits and now a dragged-out inning. Alan Winans coming up on pitch number 27 here in the second inning. Cozy up. Could be in for a long inning. Runner on the move. Change up in for a strike, and the throw off target. Into center field it goes from Babin. And heading to third easily, Brady Lloyd taking advantage of the throwing error, and on the move he goes. Stolen base E2 as Babin a bit rushed. No chance there for Mel. And the Pirates continue to add on here in the inning. Ty Babin, his first career start behind the plate. That is no easy task. Scouting report is to be aggressive on him and see what he's got. And so far, a throwing mistake. Good slider from Winans, but not able to catch the corner that time. 2-1 the count. As Winans coming up on 30 pitches now in the second inning. Has not thrown poorly by any means. Got the first 2 men out, including a strikeout, and now ECU's been tacking on. Good stop by Babbitt on the curveball. Works the count to 3-1 to Turner Brown. Brown, a fascinating story out of Whiteville, North Carolina. He was the only player in his high school's history to win 3 state championships, sophomore, junior, senior year. Was a starter in those 3 teams. And ECU has only missed 2 games in his career, including 1 start he did not play in this past weekend. Brown swings and misses for strike 2. So if you want Mr. Reliable, Turner Brown is your guy, especially for this ECU club. And right now setting the table for a lineup that has already produced 3 runs on 4 hits in this second inning. If you're looking for miscongeniality, that might be Alan Winans right now, trying to find some help to get out of this inning. Here's the payoff from Winans. Good fastball, and he got him looking. So the side retired, but not before 3 runs for the Pirates. Move to the bottom of the second. Campbell down by 3 here on the Big South Network.